When mortals think of hell, what most often comes to mind? A land of smoke and ash where nothing grows. A lake of fire burning eternally, surrounded by volcanoes. None of the 9 hells of Bator fit this description more than Phlegethos, the 4th layer of hell. All the mountains are active volcanoes constantly spewing ash and lava. Rivers of magma flow freely into massive lakes of fire. It is a carnival of ecstasy and pleasure, by contrast to the rest of the 9 hells that are normally rigid with strict order. Any wanton desire can be fulfilled here. By contrast, it is also the home of the 9 hells' judicial system, known as the Diabolical Court. Here, devils come to settle disputes regarding breach of contract, cowardice in battle, dereliction of duty, or other charges. The court is independent of the lords of Phlegethos, answering only to Asmodeus himself. The plane's strangely lax nature is not the only reason to find it an oddity, for it is the only realm that has not 1 but 2 rulers, the archdevils Fierna and Belial. Fierna, the daughter, assumes the form of a humanoid woman, her horns and pointed tail along with her burning red eyes being the only betrayers of her infernal heritage. Her figure is described as stunning, tall, dark and sensual, with scantily clothing clinging to her statuesque figure. Her red eyes shimmer with a magical, enchanting ability. This is her preferred method to exercise authority over others, as she is the master of enchantment and seductions. She claims that not even angels are immune to her charms, but this has never been proven. Fierna is the archdevil of fire and is possessed of a short and volatile temper. She is often given to explosive tantrums, her own form bursting into hellfire when her anger is pushed too far. To the other archdevils, she is a child, a spoiled princess who would rather seek out pleasures than actually rule over her shared realm. But this is all a ploy, and Fierna laughs at those fools who underestimate her. Lately, her attentions have become less hedonistic and more professional, and one shudders to imagine what Fierna's powers of enchantment could do when she uses them seriously. Should her charms not keep her out of harm's way, Fierna relies on her literal firepower in combat. Her innate ability to cast spells of flame is so potent that not even other devils, who are naturally resistant to fire, are burned to a crisp. She does not hesitate to use the most powerful of her spells in combat. The instant she is pushed to the point of violence, she will unleash a torrent of hellfire so intense it could burn away all things. The second and more officially recognized ruler of Phlegethos is Belial, father of Fierna. Belial stands 10 feet tall with a handsomely masculine figure. Much like his daughter, his form and clothing are alluring and possessed of a high libido. However, the details of his form are hard to pin down. Some say his skin is scaly, others say it's fair. Sometimes he has horns and great bat-like wings, sometimes not. But in truth, his appearance shifts when mortals gaze upon him, so they see whatever form they find most attractive. Should Belial be unable to discern what form is most pleasing to the eye, he will stay in his preferred skin. Belial is confident and vain beyond measure. He is the lord of pain and delights in torturing any who displease him, for even the slightest perceived offense. The Lord of the Fourth revels in the pleasures of the flesh, not just of a sexual nature, but also in combat and violence. The feeling of fresh blood running down his claws after he guts his victims fills him with joy. Of course, he is roused only to violence when his silvery tongue fails him. Belial possesses many of the same powers and magics as his daughter, but he is far more patient and calculated, preferring to bide his time until the opportune moment to strike with powerful magics. Father and daughter constantly plot against one another. To outsiders, it may seem violent and bitter, a struggle for supremacy. But to them, it is more of a game. They constantly test one another, pushing each other's limits. Belial's patient machinations against Fierna's unpredictable genius. They split the ruling duties of Legethos. Belial keeps the population of devils in order, while Fierna keeps up with the quota of mortal souls they must meet. The Lord of Pain and the Lady of Pleasure, two sides of the same coin, two rulers in the realm of fire. But one must wonder, will there come a time when only one triumphs over the other? Or will this partnership lead them to greater heights?